it looks like OBS wanted to 2. So we might have some like really nasty fucking room echo. I'm working on that. It's probably real nasty sound. I should probably also see if the mic sounds normal. I should probably also make sure, I plug the thing the right in USB port, because that happened. That happened one time where it was like, what was it, like last October? Where it was like, no, that was back when my power supply unit got busted, and it was like, oh, I thought something was wrong with the mic too. And it turns out no, it wasn't. I was just plugging it into the wrong freaking thing. So it was actually fine. Your setup is so bad that this echo sounds normal. See, okay. Wow, that's that's super bad. We'll deal with it. I'm working on. I got windows open too to try and like mitigate that, but it doesn't help. It doesn't seem to help at all. I'm working on getting like figuring out up some curtains stuff, like just like just kind of like lighting poles, like put a bar on top of them and just like drape curtains and stuff, so like just so the sound doesn't freaking like just slam the wall and come bouncing back and circular, something to kind of break it up. I'm look, the point is, okay, like I'm working on it. Laptop is so old, running it hard. Well, I mean, running a DS game on any computer is hard because it's not meant for the hardware. Like even my computer, which is like low spec now, but was decent when I first built it, like fucking, when did I build this? 14? It's been more than 6 years. 7 years ago, it was like half decent. Now it's pretty low spec, or you can consider it low spec. But like, yeah, a DS, any game that's not meant for the hardware is going to be hard to run. Is weird emulator shit. That's the reason I can't stand playing games on an emulator unless I have to. Because it's weird and I can't figure it out, and I don't understand the technical side of it well enough to get shit running nice. My favorite thing though, my favorite thing about emulators is when the audio gets like nasty and shit, and I can't stand it. Oh, self to the controller. Okay, give it a second. But this is an Xbox 360 controller, so it should like just right out of the box just kind of work. Should be a-okay. It should be fine. Yeah, look, it even says device is ready. We're good to go. Can't find a decent spec GPU nowadays. You were in the Discord literally talking about how you're trying to find like a Titan or some shit. Like, I get like, depending on what you need, go with like literally anything. And probably, well, not literally anything. You have options. You got options. You don't have to go for like the best $5,000 graphics card. Is all I'm saying. What have I been doing? Okay, so this is part of the reason why we got some nasty room echo, but I've had to move house recently. That's why I've been so busy for like the last 2 weeks. I couldn't stream because I literally didn't have a computer for one of those weeks, and then for the other week it wasn't set up. So now we're kind of back. I'm gonna try and work on the echo, but that's why we got the room echo, because there's nothing on the walls. So there's nothing to really break up the sound. So you have this nasty room echo. Hopefully it's not too grating. I got the windows open to try and help it, but I don't think it's helping it at all. Hopefully too much noise from outside doesn't come in through the windows. I kind of like having the windows open. It's nice and cool. I don't need to have the air conditioner like blowing like. My air conditioner doesn't actually sound like that, but you know what I mean, okay? It's fine. You get it. You understand. Get rid of the Estelle faces. Make sure we're on live chat. We are in fact on live chat, so we're gonna bring the Estelle faces right back. There we go. Even the best with any video games, but they're all marked. Couldn't you like get like old too though? Like, couldn't you get like last year's model or like models from like a year or two ago? If you really had to settle, like if you really needed it now and you didn't want to wait for like the next printing of like. Because I think in the Discord you phrased it differently. You said for designing 3D games, and if we're talking about design, that can mean a couple different things. So for designing, you can go with like literally anything, and you'll be fine. Because like you don't need a computer to design a game; you just need pen and paper. 2016. Okay, when you say 2016, is that the number on the cards, or is that the year they came out in? I want to write so badly right now, but you have to wait for votes. Already written the characters that may or may not meet. Yeah, dude, I like. I was talking about this in your chat yesterday. I like the little interactive story you're doing. I like the concept. I don't know why I find it so appealing. Probably because it sounds like it would make a half decent video game idea. It sounds like something could make into like it would have like I think I said this too. It would have to be like some kind of bastard child blend of like a CRPG and a visual novel, kind of, and could have it like there'd be bits like where like for the combat where if there's combat, there's probably combat. It's like I could see a lot of different ways that play. You can make that play like a strategy RPG. You can make it play more like Persona, like Shin Megami Tensei. Except you can't really swap between personas or whatever as easy as you could in say Persona. Um, and then you could also have it play. It could also then be sort of similar to like Ace Attorney, the way that like certain conversations work and the way the investigations work. And then you can even take that a step further and have it so that certain dialogue options during conversations trigger as like permanent choices that are made as part of like the narrative. And it sounds really interesting and really cool, but the thing like it's also an extremely ambitious idea, and it also sounds like it'd be really hard to do, which is probably the reason why I think it's so appealing, honestly. It's totally possible to make this video game like the required skills alone, possibly even with others. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I can't code no good. Like I can code a tiny bit, but not no good. Right? I mean, well, I don't think I'm that great. I've come a long way from zero, but I wouldn't like call myself a programmer or like a seasoned programmer or anything. Like I don't have that kind of delusional view of myself. Art assets I can do though. Art assets I could do. Problem. You want fucking character sprites. You want portrait art. You want character design like that's easy. I could do that. But that's my thing though. I'm the helpless little artist who can't program anything. But anyway, let me get this shaded up. Done chatting for now. Let's actually get right to the cam. Go right to Pippa. This echo is like doing my head in already. It doesn't sound the same for me as I'm sure it does for you. It maybe even sounds worse for me, which is also why I would probably want to get rid of it. For a VN, it's probably way easy. Primary means of interaction was hand-styled menu. Visual novel, it probably is easier. If you wanted to do stuff like the fighting, though, I think you'd want to do like an actual gameplay thing. Which, granted, if we're talking about like RPG style gameplay, probably not actually that hard. Probably kind of easy. It's just building the systems and the logic to make it so that, you know, the game is able to keep track of the right things and abstracting it so that you can expand that and scale that with the rest of the game and idea. That's the hard part. Prototyping it all would probably be piss easy as programming jobs go. And I say that like if we were talking about the perspective of somebody who's used to programming or somebody who's a little better, somebody who's better at programming. Like prototyping it would probably be easy. It's just scaling that all would be the more challenging part probably. Fighting could solely be through text if you really wanted to, spikes too much. Controllers. But another way you could think of it is like if you think of it as like even barring like menus and submenus, if you think of it as like your typical classic RPG kind of, or I should say JRPG because that's what I'm thinking of when I say this. Your typical kind of like JRPG combat style. Really, at the end of the day, all that is a menu. A menu and like dialogue options. That's it. It obviously when you pick the options and stuff, they do different things than like a dialogue option would. But right, but it would function similarly in how you would sort of get it to work. I forgot I could fast forward this. Continue. Sure, I think this is, I believe this is where we were. Okay, I've had to switch to my other controller now. Older, my mouse is on. It's an older controller. It's not the Xbone controller, so I can't bitch about whether or not the D-pad works anymore. Cause like, check out this up button. Look at that. See how I keep walking up? That was the stick. That wasn't the D-pad. That little shimmy shammy she just did. That was the stick. That wasn't. Am I reading from another chat? What other chat? What are you talking about? Is chat not on screen? It looks like chat's on screen. Did we talk to Taiga? Wants a lobster. I forgot if we did everything we had to do here. We must have, because why else would I have saved right in front of the door? already. I could see a path for a secret hole. Secret space. ID stream. I don't like the way the volume in this game fluctuates. Did it do that in PSP? Oh wait, that's Tosaka talking, so I don't read this aloud. Osaka, I don't understand, but I'm just gonna save state now. I'm just gonna save state now. But she already hacked the arena and mapped its layout. Her attention to detail, truly astonishing. I should take my time and be careful so that all of her assistance doesn't go to waste. So are we on a timer right now? We have a limited amount of Helio? Or okay, if you say so. He doesn't care. Unfortunately for him, I care. I know, Archer. Because we're always... I forgot how these guys attack. It's been 2 weeks. I forgot how they attack. Fine, it's okay. It's good enough. Okay, so we still have to keep... Although I presume she'd tell me to stop if we reach the spot where she's like, yo. Dude, the 360 controller feels so freaking weird when you're accustomed to using an Xbone controller. If you say so. Following written instructions, I touch my terminal to the ground. Trap code is being loaded into the arena. Okay, but like, how are they not going to notice that? Unless it has like a cloaking dealio. Like bright, glowing, and floating off the ground though. Okay. I don't think they give us much XP anymore. Uh-oh. it bug light? Not see it. I'm getting like no experience. And I might not exactly remember where, you know. Excuse me? How about no, though? Very little XP. I don't think bugs are going to be as worth fighting. Or worth fighting at all. But it don't have a time limit? It is fine. I might need to heal Archer. Archer might need healing. Wrong way? Right way. It looks like it's the wrong way. Means it's the right way. To me. Oh. Ah! That actually might have jump scared me a little bit. Deficit. What's that? All stat buff. That sounds helpful. Do I want it though? Probably not. Well, no, that's patently false. I probably do want it, but am I gonna use it? Probably not. See what going the wrong way brings us? It's us goodies. Why we always do it. You open boxes, you get stuff. Oh, it's a sparkly. As per Rin's instructions, touch my terminal to the ground. It's been like 2 weeks. Does anybody remember? Like, do y'all remember? There's a button somewhere. Ah, okay. It's a sneaky Osaka meme. Something or something. What is? Excuse me? There's nowhere else to turn, Tosaka. Following Rin's command, I touch my terminal to the ground. The data for the final trap is inserted into the field. What if that's the one, though? What if that's the one? Simply because you told me not to get my hopes up. Now I'm getting my hopes up. The font looks a little pixelated there, so instead of looking like an M, I thought that looked like an N, and I thought she was saying mission complete, and I was about to say, like, what?
大した手じゃないけど、取っかかりにはなるわ。姿が見えないことは無敵と同意よ。単純にして最強の戦法ね。じゃあ、私は明日に備えて落ちるわね。
Can I keep exploring though? Like the way the next trigger is blocked. Just head back now. Maybe I should stick around and get some more training in. How? Everything gives us a pittance in terms of XP. All the good stuff is probably time gated behind this time gate. What the fuck am I playing? Fate Extra or Fate Go? Oh, that's the right way. Any other hidey hole? Secret zones? Egret sauce. A whole other half of this place. I didn't mean to run into him. Sure. Target level is 28, so we're about where we usually are for these fights. Maybe not exactly, but like we're about where we usually put ourselves, like 2-3 levels higher. Not done with that floor, man. I don't like it when that doesn't read 100%. Sure. In Archer's words of touch. Fill my empty cup with water, so to speak. Way of knowing if water is pure at this point. So I can see where I need to go from here. I feel like these are pretty much the same. What should we go with? Number 1 or number 2? What do we slap? What do we hit Archer with? What do we tell him? Or is chat dead? And I'm gonna have to decide. Chat might be dead, and I might have to decide. I picked like every uncertain answer so far, so let's go with this one. I don't know, but I'm okay now. At Archer's question, I shake my head. I may not know. I'm not paralyzed by confusion anymore. Days of worrying about my past are gone. Now on, I'll live in the present. Archer gently smiles as I explain my heartfelt sentiment. Alright, now I'm ready to fight. My next opponent is Julius. But an obstacle from the start. By the time I defeat him, I'm able to accept what I am. I only have 2 more days to prepare for my elimination battle. Behind Julius' servant's ability to heal himself and then defeat. To successfully pull off the plan I set in motion yesterday, fly low. Talk with Rin one last time into the arena. Okay, so let's look at that, but first, like maybe everything else too.
Mite no tori, こちらの体は万全だ。反撃を始めよう。君の勇気と期待に全力で応えたい。
Okay, nobody's here. Here either. I don't think he does. I think you're right. As I'm researching Julius, I should look into the Harways as well. Hence the library. The Harway family leads a Western European autocracy. A corporation with numerous subsidiaries that many nations and one army. About 30% of the world's land, 60% of the world's wealth based on GDP belongs to the Harways. The Harways distribute the world's resources and wealth equally among nations. That's their policy. Policy rubs certain groups the wrong way. Retaliate with terrorist acts. Leo, next head of the Harway family. Confirm some of the things I've learned about the Harway family. For instance, they really think equal distribution of the world's wealth will lead. I mean, probably not, because different nations are different sizes. People and groups different. And wealth is not the only measure of wealth is not the only thing that will bring that necessarily. Must he think of those who reject the Harway's ideas? Bold claim. Spoke without trepidation, without attachment to the current era that he plans to discard. How? You haven't given me a taste of anything. You've just said stuff. Okay, so Leo is basically a fucking politician. That's it. He's just a politician. No wonder Tosaka doesn't like him. It's Tosaka. Okay, we'll come back. Fine, why Sakura? What was the challenge again? Did we take care of the challenge? I don't remember. It's been 2 whole weeks. Can we do level up? Can we do a level up? No. Plan. Fighter bantering tone. Obvious that Rin was being dead serious. Rin will be doing that alone, without a servant. That'd be incredibly dangerous. Might be killed in the attempt. I cannot allow her to risk her life for such a mad plan. None of this will matter if Rin is married. If Rin is married by Julius? If Rin is murdered by Julius? Slightly startled by my vehemence, now silences me with one of her glares. Rin continues to prattle on my arms. Feels fragile in my embrace. I never realized she was Italian. Doing. Even know. The fear I feel for this girl who so casually shrugged. Ouch. The fear I feel for this girl who can so casually shrugs off death overwhelms me. Ouch. Little further. Just now hits me how cruel and vicious her daily life must have been. What I do know is behind her cold, hateful facade is a caring person worthy of respect. Even though I understand the necessity, I do not want to put Rin in any danger. Julius is the kind of person who'd kill anyone in his way, especially someone like Rin. I can't do this alone. For that reason, I cannot push Rin away. Fear, determination, and her eyes. I have no choice but to match her strength. Plan will succeed regardless of what may happen. We just talked to Tosaka. We're gonna try and find a way to get them to. We're trying to find a way to get Julius and his servant to trigger the traps now. Right. We've done as much preparation as we could. Matter of following the plan. Worried about Rin's safety. Focus on winning. Better hurry and head to where the traps are set before Julius and his servant arrive. Yo, this whole time we've had to like chase the enemy. We've had to like deal with them. But now it's the opposite way around. Now I'm gonna be the one who just stands there when they approach me. The tables have turned in a very literal fashion. Here we are. Place where the anti-artifact trap was set. He acts as Julius' servant, in that his invisibility called him a talisman such as his noble phantasm. I hide myself in the shadows and wait for Julius to pass by. Leave a message from Rin. Rin. All I can hear from my terminal now is static. Julius was heading this way, but Rin. Gotta calm down. Rin fulfilled her promise. Now it's up to me to hold up my end. Cannot fail now. This one didn't react. It means visibility and on an item or noble phantasm. That's what I said, Archer. Or that's what I read, rather. Archer's right. Total disaster if the next trap triggered without us being. Quickly the next trap, that something happens. We actually on a timer? Shit. We're on a timer, and the first thing that happens is we have to fight a bug. Wasn't this the second one? No. Fuck off. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is where we set the second trap. The one that's set to react to thaumaturgy. Thaumaturgy? Like before, hide in the shadows. Okay. Hiding behind a fucking glass door. Wait for Julius to arrive. He was aware of our plan. Lisa's servant stopped. Glanced in my direction. My feet suddenly feel like they've been ground. My blood seems to freeze in my veins. Did they overlook us? Were they just toying with us before striking a potentially fatal blow? Move on, my paralysis fades away, leaving me with clenched fists, drenched in sweat. Take a deep breath. I realize the trap didn't react in any way. Servant isn't using thaumaturgy. One trap remains. Hopefully the third time's the charm. Anyway, I need to hurry to where the third trap is. The third and final trap, anti-spirit trap. Can't break through his invisibility by disrupting his chi. Pretty much dead. He knows we're here. That glance wasn't random after all. A sinister smile forms on the servant's lips. In contrast, the expression remains frozen. Terror his present causes through me.
やれやれ。このやつ、ここからが本番か。
小細工など無意味だぞ。
Wait, did our brain get leveled up, or was it always? Wasn't it was already at 2, wasn't it? We didn't level up our brain. It popped up as a part of the fight. Okay. I might have gotten slightly confused. It's probably wrong, but do it anyway.
どれ、しばし気を収めるか。
トレース。
Oh, no. That's bad.
持った方だな。
Perhaps working out, kill the totally assassin and not actually a Lancer person. I mean...
トレースオン。
しばし気を収めるか。
A lot of damage.
トライ。
Could you, like, not though?
身をもって知れ。
すまん。調子が出ん。
Fine, Archer. Don't worry about it. Just fine. Eat this. You okay? Archer uses mainly swords, but is an archer. That just means he fits perfectly in the archer class. Fine. I think Baba was just talking about how this dude. Actually, I don't know how it is in extra. If I understand the spoilers right, like I think he's an assassin here, but he's a lancer in Fate Go. But then he also has an assassin version in Fate Go as well. But he doesn't look like that. He doesn't look like this in that. If I understand the spoilers correctly. The final turn, yeah.
どれ。いい対応だ。
食らいつけ。フルンディング。
しばし気を収めるか。
かわせるか。
Get wrecked. Oh. Oh, I want you to get wrecked. Don't wreck me. It's not fine. No, it's fine. Separated by the system. Believes the servant can only fellow at the seriously winded archer.
なぜだ。
Well, okay, look, Julius, clearly you do care if it irritates you. Ask. Just ask, dude. You're too stone cold and too, like, bad man to be this much of a bitch. Just ask. Ask away. Just do it. Final words, Julius and his servant fade away. They were swallowed by the surrounding darkness. Pressure that seemed to crush everything in the area fades. The entire being screams with exhaustion. Breath and look over to Archer, who's standing beside. Continues to mumble, seemingly oblivious to his presence. Decipher their muttering. No. Rin sounds as if she's in pain, but surprisingly, genuine warmth in her voice. All that matters is she's still alive. Okay, but like, what if she's a quadriplegic now? Wouldn't that matter? I'm so overcome with emotion. Hearing her at my terminal, my hands from shaking. We might best pro ever, because I think it's like one more day till the elimination battle, and we still have to find and the other thing that Taiga wanted. Hopefully they let us do that now, though. Otherwise we can't do the thing for Taiga. Are you okay, Rin? Thanks to you, Rin, we were able to reveal Assassin's presence. Spirit trap he created. What we discovered, we should be able to fight them. But I will, though. I'm going to. Okay, bye. I could forge ahead and explore the areas beyond here. The identity of Julius' servant and Archer's behavior concerns me. I have no time to look into. Moving forward, so that I don't forget to track down the triggers. Now we leveled up the brain. There we go.
なんとか一矢報いたが。
Ah. There's a box. Secret holes? Don't stay.
ひどい中身だ。詐欺じゃないのか、これ。
Yo, that's some big ass shrimp. Oh shit, that's a guard. Fuck, no. Oh, yes. I think Archer is mad at me, but it's fine. I think Archer got very upset with me, but it's fine. I think Archer's really unhappy with me, but it's fine. This thing seems to guard a lot. It also attack. This thing better give me XP. Guard. Guard, attack. Attack. Guard. So guard, attack, guard. Is that gonna be it? No. Because he has more. That's decent XP, but it's not good. Worth grinding. Fuck is that thing? Hello. Not upset with me.
期待に応えるとしよう。切り込むか。
Does that attack break any weights? Break.
らしくなってきたな、マスター。
Is that how that worked? That's a break. That's an attack.
消え去るがいい。
That's a bit more worth. That's slightly more worth. By a fair margin.
私たちの敵ではなかったの。進むとするか。
What? What? So you saw me beat up your big friend? Now you don't want to fight anymore? No, get over here.
律儀な奴らだ。切り込むか。
That was a break. That was also a break.
Master.
Shit. Is that what it was? M. This guy is far less threatening. Funny enough. think that's how we want to do it, right? Yeah. That's a break. Doesn't look all that different from his attack.
任せたぞマスター任せろ
Uh-oh.
追い込まれる金をくらう急ごうもう板についてき
Maybe do this.
たようだ
It's the
止まるも
lobster.
のでもなく 任せろ
Very good.
本領発揮だなマスター
We might actually level up one more time.
休んでいる暇はないぞ 先に進もうマスター律儀な奴らだ
Good guess.
休ん
On
でいる
my
暇は
part.
ないぞ
I guess.
来た律儀な奴らだ 行けるところまで進めばいいさ
Oh wait, there's a box here. Let's go here instead.
あって困るものでもなく遠慮なく行こ
Another big boy. Big boys who are actually worth eating up. You're right with you, don't. Oh. Like, scoot over. Like, please. Look, I said please, okay? What happens next is not my fault. Hey, there we go. Oh! I might have fast forwarded too much. Okay, that's not good. That's good. That's also good. So, we go. Yeah. That was wrong. But we're still alive. I didn't want to fight a bird. Wait, do the big boys not come back? Are the big boys gone once you beat them up? That would be very disfortunate.
先に進もう。
It would be quite disfortunate, but it wouldn't be like the worst thing in the world.
休んでいる暇はなかった。
Okay, okay.
切り込むか。
Shit. Hey, look at all the money we have. Things give us like 300 XP. They give us 300 XP. Fuck is 95 divided by 3? Probably like 32 or something. Do we stick around and kill 32 birds? Or do we just leave?
先は長いぞマスター。 楽に本領発揮だなマスター。足止めを食らったな。律儀なやつだ。消え去るがいい。いけるぞ。前に答える。
It's like 32 birds though.
この調子ならいいんだが。
32 birds.
私たちの敵ではなかった。マスター。
I mean, it's kind of a lot of birds.
私たちの敵ではなかったな。
Wait, where am I? Here we go. Hey, Big Boy's back. The big boys do come back. They're more worth. That's a guard. That's not good.
着をつけるとしよう。任せろ。ここが突き破る。消え去るがいい。足止めを食らったな。私たちの。
32 birds though.
私たちの手。では進むとするか。
It's a lot of birds, man.
この調子ならいいんだがね。律儀なやつだ。
Like, I'm not sure you quite understand.
律儀なやつだ。
Like 32 birds is a lot. Couple big boys, save us time. wasn't great, actually. Here, eat this, Archer. And this one. Well, actually, eat another one of these. There we go. Now we're good. See, the problem with 32 birds is that it's 31 more than 1, and that's why it's a problem. We are actually getting what I think we're getting, and we're not, like, taking the extremely... Okay, we are still getting what I think we're getting. Okay, fine. I shouldn't try to turn the camera fast forward mode. It's always a mistake. And the thing with birds too is that they're hard to grab because like they fly and stuff. It's like, how are you supposed to get 32 of them? And no matter what you do, they always have a way of like squeezing out. They always fly away when you least expect it. You can never quite manage it. And what do they mean, worth 2 in the bush anyway? Go with this and this. Almost there. Very close now. And like they got like hollow bones and stuff, so if you even like grab them, like you gotta worry about like breaking them. 2 more big boys and I think that's it. The big boys aren't here? They didn't come back. Dude. The one big boy was there, so I thought they'd all come back. There we go. This one is back. There we go. We're done. Oh. Well, I didn't mean done in that way. Maybe I should stop fast forwarding through everything. It might help.
どうしよう。
It's not good. If he does the same thing he was doing before, that should be like all breaks, I think. That was a guard. Cheated!
マスター。
Right, you know what? Like, we can buy more of these.
承知。サンデーじゃないか。
There's still.
調子ならいいんだがね。
Oh, that was enough. One bird should be enough, though.
律儀な奴らだ。
There we go.
ああ、賛成だ。いい加減、外が恋しくなってきた。
Hey, it looks like 100% to me. We're about 3 levels over the recommended level, so we're fine. We know new things now. The final day. His plans, hidden in the form of Julius's servant, was finally revealed. Obfuscates his presence, going seemingly invisible by melting his environment. I now know how he does it. But I don't know if I can win. Today's the last day of the prep period. Tomorrow I'll settle the score with Julius. Everything I can, that I have no regrets. Also worried about Rin. I thank her for yesterday. Okay, but like, what if we leveled up Archer first?
見ての通り。
Same thing. Oh, knowledge. Martial artist who perfected the art of concealment. Very few people have managed that. Continue reading about martial arts masters like cross-information regarding concealment. Very powerful technique, and only a handful of warriors, most notably Bajiquan masters of the Qing dynasty, were able to master. Harnessing their vital energy, masters of this technique were able to make themselves one with both heaven and earth. Them effectively fade into the background, them invisible. Bajiquan, that might be the fighting style that servant uses. Considering the uniqueness of the form and its characteristic heavy blows, probably not too far off. It will be a challenge. This knowledge will help. All I can do, my servant. But my brain didn't level. What if I just refuse to use Archer's Noble Phantasm? Even after he gives me the okay. Like, let's just never use Archer's Noble Phantasm. I don't know, I haven't eaten it. It's been like a week, it's probably gone bad by now. First, have anything new. Eat a bunch of these. Probably fine on stuff for now. I am. You should be super turbo worried about me. I'm not fighting you next. Spoilers. Ah. What should we go for now? How much is it going to take to get strength to B? Quite a ways away. And if we're not getting strength to B, none of these other stats are getting up. Where we want to go? Is this how we want to do? Is this what we want to see? No. I fucked everything up. There we go. Go with this for now. Let's dump into strength and put a couple in defense. That might work out good. I mean, Archer, if you want to spend 5 hours grinding, we can. I don't. it's a little tea set. We have so many decorations now.
Ara.
All thanks to Rin. Hearing her pain voice yesterday, great about her. Injury? I knew I shouldn't have put herself in harm's way. I didn't uncover his identity, but I was able to break through his ability to hide his presence by disrupting his. Skills that concealment allows. Ouch. Oh. It's going off the page a little bit there. Kung Fu Master? How to explain his fighting style. His mastery of Kung Fu is that advanced, it could make it easy to learn his identity. With that, Rin turns and walks away. It's my last full day to prepare. Better make the most of it. Train in the arena, head to the chapel, which I still need to do. Oh. Hello. What is it with her? Every time I see her, she immediately starts lambasting me without any warning whatsoever. If I weren't so numb to my situation, I'd probably just go back to my room and sob in humiliation. Although I'm a little wary of her offer of help, the opportunity is too good to pass up. That she's actually being nice. For her, anyway. So let's see. This is gonna be another one of those things where it seems like we can. I want to ask about the fate of the world. I have no memories of the past. What it's like on Earth. It's a mystery to me. It is one of these memes. Okay, we do get to ask both. I want to know how she the nature of the Holy Grail War. Not about the system per se, but the fact that you have to kill to live. They have anything to take the task. Sorry if you think I was wasting your time. If I ask anything stupid, I just get pardoned. Silence is sometimes the best choice. She watches me go, and as she watches me go, she raises her hand and waves at me. I was totally unexpected. Could today be one of the day? Could today be one of the day of the year? It is actually in a good mood. These are starting to pop up a lot now. There's a lot of these in just this one stream where there weren't any before. I wonder if it's the patch. It could be. Theoretically. Okay, how many points do we need? Next thing. 6. 6, which is 2 levels. Which is, Turbo not worth? I would say. Now we could go and pick up more of those big boys and some of those birds. And maybe get for it. I'm going in the direction it. Why does this bug still want me? It can't do anything to me.
急ごう。
You're completely uninterested in me. 33 birds is what I would need for level. If I was to beat up birds.
律儀な奴らだ。いい指示だった。足止めを食らったな。
I don't think I want to beat up 33 birds. We already beat up like 32
今までなん
birds.
となく思ってはいたが、マスターの我慢強さは侮れないな。こんな密林のアリーナにここまで長居するとは大したものだ。
Do they even still give us 300?
いい指示だった。
They don't. They're giving us less
足
now.
止めを食らったな。
The only thing that's going to be worth is like big boys. If big boys are gonna be worth birds, if we get them on the way, might be worth. Big boys are definitely. That was critically bad. No, don't do that. That instead. Maybe big boys won't be worth because of how long they take to respawn. In that way, 33 birds might actually be slightly more. But who wants to beat up 33 birds? That's a lot of birds. How do you even beat up 33 birds? Like, try and punch them, they just fly away. Yeah, big boys take a really long time to respawn. It's fortunate. Yep. Oh. I threw the camera out of whack a little bit, but it's fine. turning the camera when I shouldn't be. Oh!
この調子ならいいんだ。
Get over here.
律儀なやつらだ。
You don't remember this game playing like this? Have you ever played Fate Extra? I know you've played Xtella and or Xtella Link, but have you played, like, this one? Does this game even have a Switch version? I'm gonna fact check that literally right now. I'm like 1,000,000% sure this game is not on the Switch. Yeah, I'm just seeing PSP. Yeah, Fade Extra is only on the PSP. And then CCC is also only on the PSP. And I think the sequels are the ones that have been, like, ported. Or they're not ported, but they're just for console. Let's go after this big boy real quick. If they're gonna port this to the Switch, I doubt it. It's like 1,000,000 years old in internet terms. They'll probably put the remake on the Switch. Because I think they are remaking this game. That'll probably end up on the Switch. I think the gameplay is probably going to be different though when they do the remake. If they might change it up a bit.
行けるところまで進めばいいさ。律儀な奴らだ。行くまで進めばいいさ。
A bird. Here we go. Did I get the Switch yet? I have my Switch, but I don't have it handy at the moment. So, you know, unfortunately I can't flex. Wait, hang on. Can I flex? Ah. Maybe I can use this to flex. Hang on. There we go. There's one of my switches. That's the switch on my bass amp. It's not a desk fan, but it's a bass amp. So it's not the same meme, but it is the same meme. If you were talking about a Nintendo Switch, then the answer is still no. Why would I ever get a Nintendo Switch? Let's heal up. That should be it. Oh, I didn't wait. Smash Bros. Switch for Fight Night? You realize how high a price of entry that is, though, for like anybody who might want to join. Also, I don't want to pay like fucking $400 just to host a Fight Night. That's dumb. I don't have that kind of money to just burn. Just flush down the toilet. Unfortunately.
休んでいる暇はないぞ。
Oh, wait. There we go. Almost there. Very close. Just a few more birds. We'll have leveled up, and then we can fight the boss.
先に進もう、マスター。いいんだわね。
That's clearly not the pattern. If Archer took that much damage, that's clearly not pattern. Probably.
今まで進めばいいさ。
But it's fine because we still won. Should be okay without having to heal. Need 2 more birds. Stop evading me. Smash Bro fan game. Oh wait, that's wrong. Oh no. Man, I'd rather Urban Legend for Fight Night. I don't even like Urban Legend in Limbo or Hopeless Masquerade. Or Antinomy of Common Flowers, because it plays the same way, I know. How much this big boy gives us, but I think we're done. I don't want to keep going. At 10,000 XP. Yeah, we're done. We're done. We're not gonna keep going here. Way to fight in the elimination. Killed the enemy's trump card. Something that matters. Circuits. Servant strength. Ellipses. Look up to see Archer gazing at me kindly. It'd be a stretch to say he looks happy, but his eyes are mirthful. Gives a big.
いや何気づいてはいないだろうが今のはいい顔だった確かな決意と穏やかな覚悟生と死と対峙した一人の人間の目だもう半人前とは言えないなまあだからこそ提案しよう頃合いだマスター俺は次の戦いで全てを出し切る切り札を温存するのはここまでだ
Yo. Is all. In other words, he intends to use his ultimate attack as a servant. His noble phantasm. Noble phantasm shouldn't be killed before we fight our final enemy, though. Archer himself proposed it. I will truly become his master.
使用のタイミングは任せる奴らとの決戦時俺は騎士ではなく剣に徹する判断は全て君のものだ
I mean, that's how it's been the whole time, though, Archer, so it's fine, don't worry.
宝具があろうと相手はこちらを上回る最強の敵勝機は一瞬だぞ マスター。
He discloses the name of his noble phantasm, as well as his true name. Noble phantasm sounds peculiar. Name mysterious. Can't dwell on that. Heroic spirit truly is a blade to defend me. That I know. Beat those assassins. Using code cast press square. While in battle, your servants, Noble Phantasm. Archer's Noble Phantasm Unlimited Blade Works available only when projection accuracy is at level 5. Archer unleashes his Noble Phantasm, a reality marble will be created, greatly enhancing his protection ability. And it looks like it costs like. Also, your servant's Noble Phantasm can only be used in battle once. You're to use it to your greatest advantage. So it's not like Fate Go where you can just use it 5 million times. Got it. We haven't learned anything. Yeah, I've learned about Archer. Name is he has known as Unlimited Blade Works' Noble Phantasm. There's still a lot we don't know about him though. After delivering his reminder, immediately. Nation battle is here. I'm about to face my strongest opponent yet. Preparations. Getting outfitted at the commissary and sorting out information in my room. So, like, do they ever go through why the school is, like, completely empty, dead, whenever it's elimination battle day? Like, is the school building, like, instanced on that day? Or is everybody doing their elimination battles and not just tardy to the party? Speak with Archer.
見ての通り、こちらの体は万
It's
全
the
だ。
same thing. Organize our information. My enemy is strong, the strongest yet without a doubt. If I piece together what information I know, I might survive a little longer against him. Julius Belkisk Harway. Harway family's assassin. Enemy since day one. Archer was fooled by his servant's ability too. Conceal himself. Julius' servant can obfuscate his presence, which allowed him to take out Archer in one blow. Julius' servant attacked us again. Archer saw through it. Attack was... Oh shit, I don't remember. It was magic circuit, right? Because it fucked up Archer real bad for a while. Right, from his attack I deduced the enemy uses a special form of martial arts. After witnessing him in action, I have no doubt he's a man. One blow he skews his target's nervous and circulatory systems, as well as their magic circuits. Julius' servant claimed the technique was so effective that a second strike was needed. Anyone unable to sense his presence could indeed be a one-hit. To get around his invisibility, set up traps to disable it. Perhaps he learned the source of invisibility was E. Martial arts technique. We've maxed out our brain. Right, it was Baji Quan technique. A Baji Quan technique based on becoming one with the universe called Conceit. Also a sign that Julius' servant reached the level of kung fu martial artists ever do. Words, Julius' servant. One kung fu master in history who claimed he called the Master of the Demon Fist. He was both valorous martial artist and assassin. Julius is a professional assassin. Heck of a lot more about killing than I do. On top of that, his serving as a martial arts master, they're a match made. For how long I'll last against the two of them. Buy some stuff. Buy a couple of these. 7 of these. Money though. Fine. Wait, did we level up? I think we did level up. It might actually be worth doing an alteration. We did level up. Let's just dump it all in strength for now. And we'll focus on defense and agility. Maybe magic. Next couple level ups. I didn't want to grind for that long, Archer. Relax. We also know everything about him now. For it all, not everything. You know a lot. After the fight, we'll know everything. Maybe I should have put on the other mystic code that would remove enemy buffs. That might be helpful. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
いや愉快愉快。
Master of Concealment, strongest martial artist of all time, saw something in my mind. And I don't know this word. Definitely something I want to say to Julius. I have several mysterious connections. But oh. For what purpose do you... Oh, we get more options.
Damare.
But what if, like, I do something else?
Yomaigoto.
Okay, but like, what if I insult him this time? What if we said something completely different? I may have accidentally picked the deepest rabbit hole to dive into. Happens if like we ended. What if we ended that slightly different? I never imagined that would ever get flustered. That takes up the whole line too. Weird. Maybe I don't know if it's the patch or not, man. Okay, now let's go the shallower end of the rabbit hole, probably.
Damare.
There's more. This is just as deep. This lore goes just as deep. This is why I don't want to play visual novels on stream. I would just do shit like this all the time. Okay, let's go with the other path. I liked the other path. A low roar begins to sound as the elevator comes to a halt.
始めるか。
One sudden movement, the man clad in all black turns around. Dark, merciless eyes that used to scare the hell out of me no longer have any effect. Seeing his gaze, I step into the Colosseum.
いや愉快愉快。
いいじゃないか。気を楽にな。私たちの敵ではない
Archer versus
さて、
an
ど
assassin.
こを壊していいものやら。
Let's slap him up.
中華の合理はこちらにもあるぞ。真相理。引用をもってこれを撃つ。
ほう、その剣、干渉爆薬か。投稿の英霊とはまた珍しい。
長引かせるなアサシン。あのサーバント、長期戦に秀でている。
He's right though. He's not mistaken. Something like that.
どれ、
トレースオン。
Hope he doesn't attack.
しばし気を収めるか。
Oh, he's strength upping.
フルンディング。
It says weaken, but I look at it. Lowers his strength. It lowers his strength.
思考奮血。マキシネ
That's not great. That's the opposite of good.
剣境はわしより聞いたぞ。
You know, I maybe really should have leveled
わ
up.
しの絶唱に耐え
Defense.
たかよ。
信じられん。どうやって生き延びた？
Let's make sure Archer stays alive. That's important.
しばし気を収めるか。
トレース
Stop strength upping. Oh, that's not good. That's very bad.
つまらんな。
Gonna continue watching this on your Switch and
少
can't
し
find
遊
it.
ぶか。
Okay.
ジギはど
See
こ
you
まで
when
行
you're
っても
back.
ジギだ。終わりにしろ。
That sounds like a noble phantasm threat. And hope for the best.
承知。
しばし気を収めるか。
Okay, best pro ever.
トレース食らいつけ。フルンディング。真偽無欠にして盤石。
He might have guarded.
トライ。
無の身をもって知れ。
見えた。捕らえ
持った方だな。
Be projection level 5. Hard break. Probably bad, but do it anyway.
どれ、
赤源を行け火の猟剣。
しばし気を収めるか。
Could you not though?
とりあえず
I don't like that.
全身全形容器を巡らす。
I don't like that either. I do like that though. I don't like that though.
さて
Nullifies an enemy attack. Seems like the kind of thing we want to use when we know a Noble Phantasm's coming up, but every time we've gotten hit by a Noble Phantasm, I just guarded normally, we've been absolutely fine. Well, actually, no. Did it work? Did it work that way for Lancer? Did it work that way for Vlad Dracul? I don't quite remember now. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, so fortification raises accuracy and protection when you guard. So I think that means that when we guard successfully, our projection count goes up. I think I've only just connected those dots now when we're at like nearly the end of the game. Okay. Okay. Some of this. That. There we go.
食らいつけ。
しばし気を収めるか。
行け。
Okay. Uh-oh. Did we guard? That's not good. That's the opposite of good. That's extremely bad. That's very not good. That's very... I don't want Archer to die. Archer, die!
すまない。
That's the opposite of what I wanted. But we can see the bad end. Bad end? We can see the bad ending. Moment the command seal burns off my hand. Feel my strength seeping away. My very life force is leaking out. Collapse under the weight of my own body as I slump. Backs of two assassins. Facts vanish from my sight, all that's left to see. The world starts to warp. All be over soon. It starts in my toes and tingles up like an old still smell. I don't even have a shape anymore. Okay, but like, what if we don't die? What if instead we don't die?
しばし気を収めるか。
Yeah, maybe I really should have equipped the Mystic Code that lets us negate his buffs. That would be helpful. It was number 2 where he does that, not number 3. We might die earlier. We died earlier. He defended this time. That's still a lot. Didn't I defend that? I thought I did. Unless it doesn't do no good. That's the whole meme. Archer alive. Uh-oh. I don't like that. I don't like that either.
つまらんな。ユリウスよ、少し遊ぶか。
ジギはどこまで行ってもジギだ。
It's this guy. Yeah, it's this guy. And that guy. Nick, you've gotten that far in Fako. Doesn't this guy show up in America? Or I thought he did. Unless I'm misremembering stuff. Yeah, him. Except he's a Lancer there. He's an assassin here. Yo, it's a good thing we finally finished Unlimited Notebooks, because every time Archer says Trace on, it's not a spoiler anymore. Can you not though? Uh-oh. Look, I prefer if my Archer wasn't dead. That would be great. I can't actually do this. Why is it letting me do it? We're taking the risk here by making a guess. You didn't hear me? Shit. Is it the nasty ass room echo, or is it because of what's it called? It was super loud. What did I say? I don't even remember. Okay, I've moved my mic a little closer to me now. It should be a little less bad. Hopefully. Can't guard because that's like skilled. Either Archer is fighting too loudly, or after all that shoveling, it's somehow destroyed. But little of column A, little of column B. Oh right, I said that like since you finished Unlimited Blade Works, whenever Archer says trace on, it's not a spoiler. I timed it good that time, Nika. It's not okay. Okay. Oh, speaking of Unlimited Blade Works. You feel like a cool kid now. You... Oh, maybe I should do Roias here. How does this work? Does it stay active until an attack lands? I don't know. We're gonna do it this way just in case. And I think go with this just in case. And you can say he said the thing. Yes. Yes. Let's hope for the best. Uh-oh.
わしの絶唱に耐えたかよ。
どうやって生き延びた？
So we maybe want to use Roias on the same turn as the Noble Phantasm. Is what I'm picking up from that. That's what I'm picking up from what we just saw. Let's hope for the best. Get wrecked. That's not good. That's fine. That's good. I don't think Archer even knows Kung Fu. His name, okay? His name, okay, is Archer. It's not Neo Anderson. He's not gonna say he knows Kung Fu. He's not gonna go. It's just not gonna happen. I forget what the tutorial told us how much projection we need to use Blade Works, but like, or what it told us what the prerequisite was for it, but I already forgot what it was.
ぞ聞いたぞ聞いたぞ死は式を収めるか
I thought maybe he'd do some damage to Archer before I used the thing. I was kind of hoping that's not the way it would turn out, but that's the way it turned out.
世界は広いこうでなくてはな
楽しむなアサシンいい加減本気を出せ
Let's hope for the best.
承知トレース
死は式を収める
Is he gonna do the dealio? Well, Archer's doing the thing. Oh, I thought he'd do the thing.
なってないさて
Yo. We can use unlimited blade works. Here's what we do. Here's what we do, right? Okay, here's what we do, right? Okay, here's what we do, right? Okay, here's what we do. We give Archer something to eat. Okay, he has strength for the upcoming Helio. We then have him clap. We then have him actually hang on. First we have him slap. Then we have him do this. Then we have him really slap. And while he slap, we give him food. Okay. And yeah, and hope for the best.
死は式を収めるか
Oh, we don't. We.
我が八極に二のうちいらず
I don't get to defend first. Oh, I do get to defend first. It works no matter what. Nice.
I am the bone steals my body. I have his body. Unknown to the blade, not have wisdom. Yeah, those hands will so as I pray. Unlimited blade works.
どれなってない
Oh, that's not good. He said the things.
わしの絶唱に
Also,
信じられん
it's hard to hear. It's really hard to hear, but there is a remix. I can't make it any louder. The theme Emiya is playing. It's just really quiet, and that's very disappointing.
しばし気を収めるか。
Nice. Nice. Best pro ever.
ここか。
After the final day ended, Archer was like, yo, I'm proud of you now, so I'm gonna tell you my noble phantasm and my true name. And so now we're allowed to use Unlimited Blade Works. Nothing for Servant MP? Oh. I want to know where the heck Shiro is in this universe. I think we find out. I think we find out. I have a really fucking bad feeling about this. His extra's glowing. He uses it on the second turn. And I don't have access to Roias anymore. Oh. He didn't do what I was hoping he would do. Or what I was hoping he wouldn't do, rather. Best pro ever, I literally said that, like, at the beginning of the stream. Or not the beginning, but, like, I literally said that really way before. He's Li Shuen, and in Fate Go, when he looks like this, he's a Lancer, and when he looks like something else, he's a, what's it called? Assassin. I knew that already. I mentioned it a while ago. I think Bob confirmed it. Well, like, technically, like, whatever weapons or special abilities they have are, like, noble phantasms. It's just that in Fate Go, it's only like, oh, they get the one because, like, it's this super move. That's not really, like, how it works, kinda. Like, for Gil, for example, like, you could sort of consider like the Gate of Babylon and the Sword of Rupture and Kidu, the chain he uses against Berserker. You can kind of consider those all separate noble phantasms. I think that's how that works. When you say Emiya, what are you referring to? Are you referring to Archer in what's it called? Fate Go? Or Archer here? Or Archer in Fate Stay Night? Hope for the best. Oh, it's over. It meant Archer. Archer where, though? In what game? That's it, we did it.
見事な討論であった。
Saw his name being Emiya on the wiki when we're looking up how good he was in Fate Go. Yeah, that's actually a huge spoiler for Fate Stay Night. Knowing that his name is Emiya is like a huge spoiler for Fate Stay Night. It's said in the tutorial bit, but I think you're right. I think when you use Unlimited Blade Works, it is sort of like a buff. It increases your projection accuracy, which I think means that it powers up your skills, which means that I used it very poorly. Because by the time I was actually able to unleash it, Archer didn't have any MP left to use any skills. It was still fun to whip it out though, as you know, it is. Famed warrior of the fist walks to Julian's side as he speaks. Black-clad harbinger of death fallen to one knee, crouches on the ground. Might have been spoiled by Fate Go, but you just thought Archer was Shiro's grandpa, or another guy named Emiya. Like when people can have the same first name. Well, I mean, Emiya is the last name. So you wouldn't be too far off. There was a split second where I don't know why, but for some reason, like my mind was like grasping at straws, and so there was a split second where I thought Archer could have been Hitsugu, but then like that doesn't make any sense. Because why would he want to kill Shiro so bad? Seal on Julie's hand flashes red and starts to vanish. Like correction, best pro ever, you don't so much play Fate Stay Night as you do read it. It's a visual novel. It's not a kinetic novel though, it's one of the good kinds of visual novels where you actually like make choices and there's different routes and stuff. Scream that sounds like it's been wrenched from his heart echoes in the chamber. Clasp his hands together as if in prayer. He used to deliriously scream. I don't know if the strange light in his cold eye is a blaze of madness or what. Julius begins reciting words that sound like a code or spell in an anguished tone. In a anguished tone. These are getting worse and worse as we get closer and closer to the end of the game. This is bad. And I don't know, and again, I don't know if it's the game that's already like that or if it's the patch's fault. His reckless opposition to the system causes him so much pain. He can't stop screaming. We're also assuming the reason why Archer looks so different from Shiro is because of the intense training, like with Sakura, and how Sakura looked like before training from Grandpa. If I'm not mistaken, I think Sakura looked... I can't say that. I can't say that. I don't know how far you are in Heaven's Feel. It might be a spoiler. But no, it's pretty much stated and like implied that like certain kinds of like magic and stuff can like change your appearance. And so in Emiya's case, in Archer's case, that was definitely it. It was definitely like projection magic that makes him look like that. And I think in like I think it might be in the Ilya spin-off where there's like a version of Shiro who's starting to look like Archer, but he doesn't completely look like Archer yet, or something like that. I don't know. He's bent and face twisted in pain from defiance, nevertheless faces imminent deletion. Painfully uncharacteristic display of desperation, and then look in his eyes as he throws his head back and cries out, "Pure madness." Double ellipsis. After the flash of light, the two of them have disappeared without a trace. Wonder what happened to Ilya spinoff is going to be interesting. Also, you think Shinji's grandpa mentioned this, or maybe you read it wrong. It's Ilya. Keep reading. Just keep reading. Whatever the case may be, remember that normally the time in between Holy Grail Wars and Fuyuki is supposed to be like 60-year intervals, but the time between the 4th and 5th is only 10 years. But other than that, just keep reading. Don't worry. You'll get to it. Don't worry. I have no idea. All I know is that he's gone. I'm the winner of the 5th round. Starting to feel like the end goal is in sight. For a change, I feel invigorated. As I return to the school building from the battlefield, I close my eyes and empty my exhausted mind. The thrill of victory, the agony of Julius's scream, the sense of a lingering presence. Gone. Suddenly I notice there's a person in front of me. I just defeated Julius, his brother. It only makes sense that Leo would be here. I want to know the results of the battle. Leo's voice is so detached, not betraying any emotion. As far as I can tell, he doesn't seem to be harboring any feelings of revenge, hate, or the like. Not sure I should ask, but I can't stop myself. Think is worth here. Voice, body language, and facial expression back up what he's saying. Now he's slowly becoming a sadist. Look, okay, okay, look, okay, okay, look, okay, look, okay. Just because I like to sick Archer on enemies, slap them up so he can level up, that doesn't mean anything. It's just he can level up, okay? Okay, 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 okay. Is it spoilers that you know that the main character of Extra is actually a set of 4 hashtags? Yes, that's an extreme spoiler. If you're talking about her being some kind of weird, her or him, because you can choose a male one. If you're talking about the protagonist being like some kind of weird ghost in the machine AI NPC thing, then at this point it's not a spoiler because we kind of already know that. At this point, it's kind of been spelled out for us. As for what that's going to mean for us later, we don't. So much heat in that gaze. Leo just softly smiled like usual, but this time, what is this? I don't want to stay here anymore. I don't want to face Leo anymore. Just as if his eyes were the sun. Gentle, searing. My skin is being burnt away. Leo's emotions really did change. Never shown that much emotion before. Choose to show it to me of all people. Stranger. Future enemy. That said, Leo left. As soon as he was gone, my back tingled. When I check it out, I find my clothes are sticking to the sweat on my back. Leo is as unrelenting as Julian. Not as obviously sinister. Like the north wind and the sun. Like Leo is more advanced than me, for sure. The sun sits in the sky as king of the world. Chosen one. Never thought about how far away it is before. Hopelessly far. But eventually I have to reach out and fight it. Because only one person can obtain the Holy Grail. Fight with Julius is over. We were able to defeat him thanks to Archer's noble phantasm. What if I didn't use it though? Would this dialogue be different? No, we have to load state now. We have to load state now and fight him without it. See if this dialogue plays out the same. Yeah, we just got the tea set. We gave Fujimura some lobster, so she gave us a tea set. Archer is defined by blades. I hate that that's the way they do dashes, dude. It's so fucking bizarre and clunky to read. Archer is defined by blades. The ones that fill his abstract world. And the ones he crafted, Magi. But his true name,
まったくわかりやすいな君は。そんなに私の神明が気になるかね。
Why wouldn't I be curious? Servants are supposed to be famous historical figures. What does Archer mean by saying that he's nameless? Well, I mean, that would be a spoiler. We don't know that level of detail yet. We just know that we're based on somebody who existed. Like we're some sort of like echo or memory of them that's still alive in the moon cell, or got revived in the moon cell or something.
どうも何もその通りの意味なんだがね。私は真っ当なサーバントじゃない。英霊ではあるが英雄ではない。どちらかというと掃除屋の類だ。神明なんて大層なものはないんだよ。
That's why he's so good at cooking.
まあ
Well, I mean, even if you remove it, it's still on the screen.
それはもういいんだよ。私の神明はない。個人としての名前がないこと。それが私の英霊としての命だ。
True name discloses the nature of a heroic spirit. It says something that Archer is nameless, I guess. Come to think of it, I believe Archer's referred to himself in third person when talking about his life as a human. As if he wants to detach himself from who he was as a person.
そう難しい話じゃないんだが、英雄の定義は様々だが、どの英雄であろうと必ず一致する事柄がある。それは人の手で人を救うことだ。人としての欲望、道徳に基づいた思想、自分自身を含めた幸福の体現者。その道に邁進した者を人々は英雄という。
You wonder what Rin's servant was like in Archer's timeline? Or maybe it was him still... No. No, because... in every ending of Fate Stay Night, the chances of Shiro becoming Archer become much, much lower than they would have been otherwise. And it's specifically... and one of the reasons why his chances of becoming Archer become so much lower is specifically because he met and interacted with Archer himself. Like, having met him and dealt with him is one of the things that would steer him away from sort of becoming like him. Or at least I think that's what's implied anyway.
機械仕掛けの英霊もいるにはいるのだが、それはまた別の計りだ。
Archer's saying that a hero can't just save other people. They have to try to save themselves. A person who just mechanically saves others is no better than a machine. No one can relate to that. What about Archer? In this abstract world, like people?
結果的にそう見えただけの話だ。何を守ったのかさえ私には語れない。この手はただ。
What was the Holy Grail War like and what made Shiro become... My understanding of it is that the Holy Grail War that Archer lived through was really similar to the Fate route, except he couldn't get through to Saber. Like, he couldn't convince Saber to... he couldn't reach Saber in the same way that Shiro does in the Fate route. And I think he fails to save Ilya. And those are like a couple of things that put him down the path to becoming Archer. Those who can't be saved end up being ostracized. Like an amputation. The doctor has to sever the affected area to preserve the life of a patient.
失望させてすまないが、君が呼びつけたサーバントはそういうものだ。私は鉄を鍛えるだけの人間で、人を救う人間ではなかった。これはそれだけの話だよ。なので君が気を使うべきものでもない。以前通り悪態を付き合いながら戦おう。私は君を導くものじゃないからな。これといった才能もない哀れな一マスターのあがきっぷりを楽しませてもらうだけさ。
Archer, who the fuck do you think you are? Archer or Archer? Archer gives a mean smirk. Going around abusive language like usual. No, it's more biting than usual. Probably asserting that nothing between us changes, because I know it's true. But it's still on my mind. Just like he said, I don't have talent. His predicament feels personal. I could have died in the prelims, but instead I was responded to by a nameless servant. When I summoned him, he said, I see. I can get say. It's not like I get a say. I've been called by yet another odd master. Should be used to it by now. For Archer grumbling. I don't remember what happened after that too well. He said something very important, couched in strict and yet compassionate tones. Archer didn't make a contract with me just because he had no other choice. Back then, I feel like he said what he would. Feel like he said, fight with this helpless master. That's fine, Bob. We managed to beat the assassin, who's also a lancer, but who's also an assassin, but who's also a lancer. Target level was 28. We were level 31. Also, we used unlimited blade works, but I mean, like, you know, that there's that too. Also, in Heaven's Feel, Archer mentioned that he hopes to stop that thing this time. I'm super curious what happened in his timeline, though he. I don't know for sure, but I kind of presume it's been a while since I read Fate Stay Night, so like my memory might not be as clear, but I kind of understood that to mean that he'll finally be able to like stop a catastrophe before it begins. Whereas, like, as a counterforce guardian, he doesn't get summoned to save people until like metric fuckloads of people have already died and disaster's already struck. Which is why he hates Shiro so much, because he hates having to be in that position. And it's Shiro's idealism that led him to being in that position, or at least that's how he sees it. I think that's kind of what he meant by that. As to whether or not he actually encountered that specific thing before, I don't know. Well, we now know everything about him. He was talking about his experience fighting beasts. Yeah, that's what I figured. That was pretty much like the understanding I took from that, which is what I was saying before. I don't know if I made that clear. You know everything about him. We have Assassin's docs. Look at these docs. Super doxed. We also have some of Archer's docs now. Not all of them, but some of them. Got a few more. Well, yeah, that's why he was so happy. It's well, or I mean, like I guess as happy as he could be in that point at that point was because he saw an opportunity to do what he was supposed to be doing, but like before things kind of get out of hand. Because if I remember right, like he doesn't ever get summoned by the world until things have already gone to shit and he has to fix it. Kinda, sort of, I think is.
認めよ
No,
う。殺し合うことは避け
no. Anyway, though, that's gonna be about it for now because it is about that time. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching, for stopping by. See you all next time for chatting. See you all next time. Let's see about first. Next time I see is gonna be on Monday for more. What the hell were we doing on Monday? I think it was gonna be another variety night because we finished these two. And what were we gonna do on Wednesday? We're not sure yet. I need to do a poll. We need to do a poll for Wednesday. Also, with a sweet deal of seeing his past self as a bonus. He doesn't like that though. He doesn't like that though. Bob saying he's gonna be updating tomorrow. I figure that means more programming stream, probably, maybe, perhaps. Just a bit, just a touch, just a smidge. Toho Puppet Dance. We finished Toho Puppet Dance. There's nothing left to do. Except for we're doing a dramatic reading of Bob's. When did that happen? When is that happening? Bonus meaning he could be past self. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be about it for now. Thanks everybody for watching. Let me find something to play us all out with. Human Village. That's the Battle Tower thing, isn't it? Like that's. I don't know. That's something we could do. I was told by chat that the Battle Tower thing in Puppet Dance Performance was kind of dull. That's the impression I was given. That's what somebody said. Somebody said that in this very chat. Anyway, it's gonna be about it for now. Thanks for watching.